appears that Nimrod and Sinkink will be the return men this week. So Miller, who has his football teed up on the left far hash mark at the 40-yard line, kicking from left to right as we're about ready to get things underway for the home opener for the 2014 football season. Glad you're with us tonight on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC. Miller has the okay from the official Roger Loonsman. Here is the approach and the kick. It is a short kick. Nimrod or Severson will backpedal and catch it on the far side hash mark at the 22. Just plows straight ahead and gets to the 35-yard line. Brought down on special teams by Dennis Gauntenance. A return of 14. Good field position as Aaron Severson on the return for Decorah.
Looked like Colin Nimrod might have had a shot to catch that with some momentum going forward, but you know, the main key there is that the ball got caught, and Decorah starts out the game on offense.
Moving right to left, right hash. Split to the left near side is Brett LaRue. Wing back left is Colin Nimrod. Tight end right, Eric Severson. Andy Sinkink and Jacob Leap. Split behind Drake Schuring under his center, Carter Zidlicki. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Andy. Left side, he runs into Marshall Lyons and gets bent back from the 37-yard line. A gain of about 1.5 yards. 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Not necessarily a good example there of that first down efficiency that we're looking for out of Decorah, and just nowhere to go. The Waukon interior of that defensive line looking pretty stout here on the first play.
2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. The Indians using a 4-man front, now a 5-man front. To the left side, Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split back Sinkink and with Leaps. Give to Sinkink left side. Tries to get to the outside. No room there as he is wrestled down at the 36-yard line. The tackle credit will go to Hayden Hamill. It's 3rd and long for the Vikings.
Hamill there at the that edge spot on the defensive line did a nice job of just coming up the field, sitting square at the line of scrimmage, protecting that edge and making the tackle.
Minute into the game, no score. 3rd and 10 from the 36. Football towards the left hash. Split left is LaRue. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Eric Severson. Leaps and Sinking. Split behind Drake Schuring, who retreats in the pocket. He has time. Now a rusher comes free. He'll roll to his right. He's still on the run, looking for somebody downfield. Passes it to Sinking, who makes the catch, and then steps out of bounds on the walk-on far right side at the 38-yard line. So a gain of 2, so a 3-and-out from the Viking offense. 4 of 8 possessions ended in 3-and-outs last week.
Give Drake a little credit there for extending the play as long as he did, and also give credit to this Waukon secondary. Just blanketed coverage out there. Nowhere to go with the football for Drake on that one.
Travis Herman and Jacob Ronan back deep to field the punt of Jacob Leaps, who had a good week kicking the ball, averaging 45-5 last week. Snap back in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. Another nice one. Angles to the far sideline and goes out of bounds in the vicinity of the 25-yard line. So my guess is this will be about the 30-yard line. 10:27 to play here in quarter number 1. Waukon on offense for the first time in a scoreless game as they will mark it at the 28-yard line. So the punt ends up a 34-yarder.
Nice looking punt there. Got it to turn over. Maybe angled it just a little more than he wanted to, but overall, nice special teams play there for Decorah.
Peyton Hesse at quarterback, 4 receivers, 2 to either side. To the right of Hesse in the backfield is Marshall Lyons. Hesse takes the snap. He'll roll to his right. He'll fire the right side, and it's nearly intercepted by Brett LaRue. Knocked down from Jacob Ronan on the near side, numbers at the 36.
Great play by Brett LaRue there. Exactly how you're taught to do it. Got a great read. Broke on the ball. Unfortunately, just wasn't able to hang on to it.
And went with that inside hand as compared to the outside hand as well. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Football left or far side hash. 2 receivers either side. Dropping to throw is Hesse. Swings it out left side. Catch made by Lyons at the 25 to the 30 far sideline. Knocked out of bounds in the vicinity of the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down. Knocking him to the sideline was Colin Nimrod. They'll mark him at the 43, so give him 15.
Pressure came off that far side edge immediately, but Hesse pretty calm in there, just dumping it off to the check down out in the flat. nice gain there for Waukon.
10-14 to play in the quarter, no score. 1st and 10 for Waukon from their own 43 left hash. 2 receivers either side. Drop it to throw is Hesse. He'll throw to his right. He'll fire over the middle. A catch is made by Ranuhonen, cutting left. Breaks the tackle at the 45, far sideline. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Hesse to Ronan for 57 yards. Indians go up by a 6-0 margin, 2:02 into the ballgame.
This hurry-up offense that Waukon has elected to go with here on the first drive, it's something that Decorah fans might not be too accustomed to seeing. You don't run into it a whole lot on their schedule, but Waukon there showing how effective they can be. 2 plays and a score.
They did score on their first possession last week and took the lead against Southwind as well. They'll go for 2, 3 receivers to the right side. Hesse in the shotgun formation. Lyons to his right, split to the left far side is Willie. Hesse takes the snap, rolls to his right. He'll fire over the middle, incomplete. Willie, the intended receiver. Nimrod had the coverage. 2:02 into the ballgame. It's a 6-0 lead for Waukon. Let's take a break for Hacker Nelson, CPAs and Business Consultants.
Extra point, pass attention complete.
For 70 yards in the passing game for Waukon, working early on.
Yeah, after a nice play on the first play of the series by Brett LaRue at the corner spot for Decorah, Waukon comes out with a nice little check down to pick up a first down and then a crossing route. You got to give credit to Waukon. First of all, Hesse putting the ball on the money, and then obviously the catch and run afterwards, doing most of the legwork. But again, this hurry-up offense, not something that you see a ton of up here in Northeast Iowa, but Waukon making it look good.
Chris Miller kicking off from left to right from the left hash. This kick will bounce at the 20. Nimrod takes it at the 16 to his right, to the 15 or to the 20 to the 25. Tried to make a cut, slipped, and came down in the arms of Austin Hogan, I should say, after an 11-yard return to the 26.
Tried to cut off the inside foot there, and just kind of his leg just kind of gave out. So again, not terrible starting field position here, but you'd certainly hoped when you saw Colin receive that ball that you'd start a little bit better.
1st and 10, 26-yard line, football right hash. Nimrod to the left, LaRue to the far side right. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Sinkink and Leap. Scurrying under center, takes the snap, pitch to Leap's left side. Gets a block from Sinkink and gets ahead across the 30, brought down near numbers at the 31-yard line. Adam Benzing, who led Waukon in tackles last week, brings him down.
Leaps with a little more authority on that run as opposed to the 2 runs we saw from Sinkink on the opening drive. Just took the ball, tried to get upfield immediately.
2nd and 5 from the 31-yard line, left hash. Heffern to the left side, wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split back Sinkink and Leaps. Scurrying under his center is Zidlick. He takes the snap, gives to Leaps. He runs into a brick wall and gets dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Burns, the defensive tackle, making the stop. 3rd and 5.
Brick wall is about a perfect description on that one, because just no resistance from the Decorah offensive line on that one. You hand the ball off immediately, and he's just stonewalled.
3 minutes into the game, 6-0 Waukon. 3rd and 5 from the 31. Left side is LaRue. Split right is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and Sinkink. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicky facing a 4-man front. Dropping the throw is Scurrying. He has time. Now the pocket collapses. He'll roll to his right. Drake firing deep down the right side. The ball is deflected and incomplete. Ronan had the best chance of catching the ball around the 30 on the far side numbers. LaRue had to turn defensive back to knock the ball away, and another 3-and-out from the Viking offense.
And Drake, for the second time in as many possessions, flushed from the pocket, forced to try to make a play with the football. And again, Waukon in the secondary, very good coverage, just giving Drake no opening to throw the football.
Ronan and Herman back deep to field the punt of Jacob Leaps. Carter Zidlicky is the long snapper. First punt went 34 yards off the foot of Leaps. Snap back in good shape, no pressure. He'll move forward, get the kick away. A low line drive kick that bounces at the 32, taken by Ronan, gives on a reverse to Herman, and he gets dragged down immediately by Brett LaRue at the 28-yard line. Waukon tries the trickery. Brett LaRue there to make the play for Decorah. A 41-yard punt and no return.
Nice play there. Again, Brett LaRue coming up with probably the two most successful plays of the night overall for Decorah so far. And Waukon tried to go with the trickeration, as Coach Post would call it, but no dice there.
8:25 to play first quarter, 6-0 Waukon. Waukon left to right, 1st and 10 from their own 28, right hash. 3 receivers in a cluster to the left. Off to the right side is Hayden Hamill. High snap to Hesse. He'll drop back in the pocket. He'll throw the left side. The catch is made on the far side numbers by Herman, but he's hit immediately by Sinkink and dragged down on the far side numbers at the 31, a gain of 3.
Nice job there by Andy Sinkink being there immediately. You never want to let these guys get too much momentum going once they catch the football. They were helped out a little bit there by the fact that the pass was a little high, but overall, nice play there from the Viking defense.
2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line. 2 receivers left. Single receiver off to the right, a wing back right for Waukon. That is Colin Stieber. Hesse in the gun gives to Marshall Lyons, and Lyons gets dragged down right at the 30-yard line in the middle of the field as he tried the right side. Jacob Leaps, the primary defender. It's 3rd down and 8 upcoming for Waukon.
And this is going to be an example of what we wanted to see in our keys from the game for the Vikings tonight, setting up opponents in 3rd and long situations as opposed to 3rd and short.
7.5 to play first quarter, 6-0 Waukon. 3rd and 8 from the 31. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Hesse in the gun, Lyons to his right. Hesse takes the snap, quick toss right side. Catch is made by Lyons, but hit immediately and knocked down on the near side hash by Garrett Wise at the 34. They needed 8, they got 4.
Great response there from the Viking defense, coming out, playing with a little more authority on that series, and 3 and out forced, and pretty important one, I'd have to say, early in this ball game.
And Waukon in punt formation. Brennan Frick averaged 35 for a punt. Nimrod is back deep, as well as Marshall Johnson for Decorah. The long snapper is Brock Waters for Waukon. Snap back is over the head of Brennan Frick. He takes it at the 8-yard line, tries to move ahead, and gets dumped by Zach Lee at the 12-yard line. A big-time special teams mistake by Waukon gives Decorah a big-time opportunity.
And you got to use this now. The Vikings coming out on offense, obviously outstanding field position after that miscue. The key now is to capitalize on it, turn it into points. It looked there like the punter might have had a little time to try to get a kick away, but he decided to cut his losses and hold on to it.
Decorah right to left, 1st and 10 from the Waukon 12. To the right side, LaRue. Wing right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. I with Wise and Leaps. Nimrod in motion right to left. Give to Garrett Wise. Left side. Goes into a hole. Fights forward. Muscles ahead to the 9 and gets knocked back from there. Brought down on the near side hash mark. Ronan was the first defender to the football, a gain of 3.
It's that old football cliche about keeping those legs moving when you're a ball carrier. Garrett Wise did a great job of that there, not going down, refusing to be tackled.
Halfway point, quarter number 1, 6-0 Waukon. 2nd and 7 for Decorah from the Waukon 9-yard line. Nolan Heffern split to the far right side. Wing right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Wise and Leaps. Football on the left hash. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicki. Long count at the line. He'll take the snap. Keeps it on the belly, left side, looking to turn upfield. Lowers the shoulder and gets knocked to the sideline. They'll mark him in the vicinity of the 6. Marshall Lyons and Adam Benzing brought him down. They'll mark him, in fact, at the 5 to set up a 3rd down and about 3.
And after a couple runs right up the gut, Vikings elect to play off that and let Drake keep one here. You like to see that at the end of the run, he's not afraid to put that shoulder down, Darren.
3rd and 3 from the 5. Vikes 0 of 2 on 3rd downs. Call it 3rd and 4 from just inside the 6, in fact. Nimrod split to the far right side. To the left is LaRue. Tight end right is Severson. I with Wise and with Leap. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap. Keeps it on the belly right side. Looking to turn upfield. Drake to the end zone. Touchdown, Decorah! Great screwing on the rushing score, and 6 minutes and 15 seconds into this one, the Vikes have tied it up.
They played off that belly play again, turned it into an option this time, and Drake did a great job reading that defensive end, saw that he didn't need to make the pitch, got the edge, scored it right into the end zone, and I know you've been waiting to say those words to this point, Darren.
Andy Sinkink on for the PAT. Cole Steffen will hold it, and the snapper will be Jacob Marlowe. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is good. And for the first time in 2014, the Decorah Vikings have the lead. 5:45 to play here in quarter number 1. 7-6 Decorah. Let's take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. 12 plays, 3 yards, 48 seconds off the clock. The bad snap on the punt set up the score, and the Vikes took advantage of the opportunity, more importantly, Chris.
Yeah, and we see a difference already between last week and this week. This Decorah defense forced a few turnovers last week, Darren. They weren't able to do anything with them, but tonight, first mistake, or Waukon miscue of the night, the Vikes come down, get 6, and then ultimately take the lead.
Travis Herman, the primary deep back, his one return last week was 40 yards. Andy Sinkink's one kick went 43 yards. Sinkink has the football teed up in the center of the field at the 40-yard line, kicking right to left. Sinkink's kick is down to near the 12, near hash. Ronan takes it there, runs up the hash mark to the 15-20, goes to the center of the field. Ronan hit and dragged down near the 30-yard line. Down on special teams, Brett LaRue for Decorah. 1st and 10 for Waukon from the 29.
There's Brett LaRue again. Seems like he's making plays in every facet of the game so far. And it's important now for this Viking defense, after forcing that 3-and-out last time out, to keep that momentum rolling.
Waukon left to right, football right hash. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Now Hamill shifts to a tight end on the right side of the line. Hesse in the shotgun, Lions to his left. Hesse takes the snap, drops back to throw, rushes on. He's hit by Leeds, got away from him, throws it away, incomplete, and they're going to say that there was a receiver in the area. Leeds couldn't quite finish the sack, but it ends up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily see an eligible receiver down there, Darren, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
I've let my opinion on intentional grounding be said quite many times, in fact, on broadcast. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Ronan in motion right to left, fly sweep, give to Ronan, and he is hit and dragged down by Chris Hartman on the far side. Numbers are, in fact, in the center of the field at the 25-yard line. A loss of 4 yards. Hartman read the play perfectly.
It's almost like that first scoring drive by Waukon, Darren, served as a kind of a wake-up call for this Viking defense. They've just been giving up nothing since then.
5-minute mark, first quarter, 7-6 Decorah. 3rd and 14 for Waukon from the 25. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Hesse in the gun, takes the snap, swings it out left side, catch made by Marshall Lyons at the 25. Hit by Garrett Wise, bounces off his tackle, but is knocked to the sideline by Nolan Heffern at the 35-yard line. He got 10, he needed 14. Punt formation time for Waukon.
Great job again, keeping the momentum going by this Viking defense. The second straight 3-and-out. Now, be interesting to see, Darren, with this kind of field position, if Waukon might be inclined to try something tricky. I wouldn't expect it, to be honest with you.
Marshall Johnson and Colin Nimrod back deep to field the punt of Brennan Frick. Snap back in good shape this time. Frick gets the kick away, coming down center of the field. Nimrod takes it at the 25, runs to his left, has an opening to the 30. Colin to the 35, to the far side, or near side, numbers 40. Flag down, 45, and he gets brought down inside walk-on territory by Austin Hogan at the 38-yard line. There is a flag at the Decorah 41. So Nimrod with a nice return of 37 yards, but likely it isn't going to count.
Nice job there by Colin. Made the first man miss, which is the most important thing for a punt returner to do. Came out to this near sideline. Really a nice individual effort. Unfortunately, aided by an illegal block.
Legal block against Decorah. 10 yards from the Decorah 41 will push the football back to the Decorah 31. Left hash, right to left. Decorah leading 7-6 with 4:07 to play here in the first quarter. LaRue to the left side, to the far side right, Aaron Severson. Garrett Wise and Jacob Leaps split behind Drake Schuring. The tight end on the right side is Eric Severson. 4-man front, short drop. Drake throws the right side, threw it too tall for Severson, incomplete, who was open and covered by Austin Hogan at the 35-yard line, second down.
Open receiver there. That's a throw that you'd expect Drake Schuring to make. Overshot it just a little bit on that one.
So second down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Left hash mark. Heffern to the left, to the far side right. Aaron Severson, tight end right. Eric Severson, Garrett Wise, and Jacob Leaps in a straight eye formation behind Drake Schuring, who takes the snap and gives to Wise. Runs into a brick wall. Now tries to shift it a hole to his left and gets as far as the 33-yard line. The tackle to Jamie Burns. It's going to be spotted at the 34, so 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not the first time we've seen a play like that here tonight. The interior of that defensive line of Waukon, again, doing its job, and this is a situation we talked about before the game, not setting yourself up for manageable third downs.
3rd and 7 from the 34, 3.5 to play first quarter, 7-6 Decorah. Football left or near side hash mark. Scoring under his center, Zidlicki takes the snap, drops back to throw. He has time, now he rolls to his right, escaping one defender, now scrambles to the 35, he's to the 40 and lunges ahead to the 43-yard line. He'll have the first down on a scramble of 9 yards. Austin Hogan the stop.
On all but one passing play for Decorah here tonight so far. Drake has been forced out of the pocket. That time there was some running room and he took advantage of it. Nice play there. Big third down pickup for the Vikings.
Decorah now 2 of 4 on third downs. Football on the right or far side. Hash mark 1st and 10 from the Decorah 43. Heffern left. Aaron Severson wing left. Eric Severson tight end right. Wise and Leaps in an I formation behind Drake Schuring, who takes the snap. He'll give off the left side to Leaps. No, he'll keep it and he'll move forward and across the 50 inside Indian territory to the 49. Jamie Burns, the man that brought him down, in a gain of 8 on the keeper for Schuring.
Good play action fake there. Fooled the Waukon defensive line. Drake with not necessarily a ton of room to work with, but he made something out of nothing on that one.
2nd and 2 from the 49, 2.5 to play first quarter, 7-6 Decorah. LaRue to the left side, Aaron Severson wing left. Tight end right is Eric Severson in an I formation with Wise and Leaps. 5-man front for the Indians. Schuring takes the snap, drops back to throw. Plenty of time this time. He steps up and he throws deep down the left side, going for Aaron Severson, who was double covered incomplete near the 15-yard line along the sideline. Coverage provided by Wyatt Willie and Jacob Ronan. It's 3rd and 1.
Drake might have misread that one that time. Looked like Brett LaRue might have been coming open underneath that flag route, but nonetheless, 3rd and short. You got to feel confident about the Vikes' ability to pick this one up.
They're 2 of 4 on third down conversions. To the right side, Nolan Heffern. Wing back right is Aaron Severson. Eric, the tight end, on the left side. Wise and Leaps in a straight I formation behind Drake Schuring, who takes the snap, gives to Wise, left side, first down and more. Bounces off a defender at the 44. Lunges ahead and gets brought down on the near side. Numbers at the 41. Marshall Lyons was the primary defender. A gain of 8 yards. Vikes move the sticks.
Nice physical run there by Garrett Wise. Was not content with just picking up the first down. Bounced hard off of a tackle and picked up an extra 2 or 3.
They're going to mark him at the 42-yard line, so first down and 10 from that point. 2-minute mark, first quarter, 7-6 Decorah. LaRue to the left side. To the far right side is Aaron Severson. Eric, the tight end, right side of the line. Split backs with Leap and Wise. Pitch to Wise, right side. Gets a block from Winter, runs to the 40. Cuts it back to the left to the 35. Garrett Wise to the 30 and gets dragged down between the numbers and the hash. On the near side by Travis Herman. It's a gain of 12 and a first down for Garrett Wise and Decorah.
You got to be impressed with Garrett Wise's field vision on that one. Made a quick cut as soon as he got the pitch to beat the first defender, but then saw that cutback lane and went for the first down.
First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Left hash mark. Heffern to the left side. Colin Nimrod wing left. Tight end right, Eric Severson. Leaps and Wise. Split behind Drake Schuring. Under his center, Carter Zidlicki. 5-man front for Waukon. Give on a wingback sweep to Nimrod. Gets around one defender and now gets dragged down right at the 30-yard line. It was Brennan Frick who got enough of him to flatten his tires right there. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you described it perfectly right there, Darren. Just enough contact there to kind of stop Collins' momentum, drag him down from behind.
Drive started at the Decorah 31, 2nd and 10 from the Waukon 30. This is play number 9 with 1 minute left in the quarter. It's 7-6 Decorah. Football towards the right or far side hash mark. To the left side is LaRue, wing left is Severson. Tight end right, Eric Severson, split backs with Leaps and Wise. Here is the give to Wise, running off the left side. He tried to bounce it left and gets dragged down near the 29-yard line. Marshall Lyons brought him down there. It's 3rd and 9 upcoming. That was designed to be a trap. Trap hole wasn't there. Garrett got what he could.
Seemed like the timing of that play might have been a little off from the snap. I'm not sure if that was a broken play or not. But like you said, trap just never really developed there.
3rd and 8 from the 29-yard line. Likelihood the last play of the quarter. Decorah leading 7-6. Scurrying under his center, takes the snap, gives to Leaps, powers off left guard, fighting ahead up the hash mark, and he gets brought down at the 23-yard line. He got 6, and it's going to set up a 4th down and about 3 when we return to live action. 7-6, Decorah leads it after 1. Let's take a break for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. Welcome back to Decorah. It's a 7-6 lead for Decorah. Decorah took advantage of a walk-on special teams mistake, getting the football at the 12-yard line. That resulted in Drake Scurrying getting a touchdown run of 5 yards. 3 plays later, Waukon scored on their initial drive, a big play between Hesse and Ronan for 57 yards. Stats at the end of the first quarter, Chris.
For Decorah, Garrett Wise leading a rusher, 5 attempts, 26 yards. Drake Scurrying also with 26 yards on 4 attempts. You mentioned the big pass play for Waukon, Darren. Peyton Hesse, 5 of 7, 89 yards, the majority of which coming on that first drive.
4th down and 2 from the 23-yard line. Decorah was 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions last week against North Fayette. Decorah moving to the east end zone, the end zone to our right here at Viking Stadium. LaRue to the left side, split to the near right side is Aaron Severson. Leaps and Wise split behind Drake Scurrying. Tight end right is Eric Severson. Give off the right side to Leaps. He'll lunge ahead and get to the 20-yard line. Marshall Lyons got the stop, and it looks like it will be a first down, and it will be. Leaps got enough to move the sticks.
And after a nice physical run on the 3rd down play, they give it to Leaps again, lunges through, had to kind of reach the ball out. I think he would have had the first down even without doing that, but 2 nice plays in a row by Jacob Leaps.
Football towards the left or far side hash mark. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line for Decorah. Aaron Severson to the right side, Nolan Heffern to the far side left. Tight end right is Eric Severson. Split backs with Jacob Leaps and Garrett Wise. Drake Scurrying under his center. Carter Zidlicki takes the snap. Pitch to Wise right side, tripped up in the backfield, tries to keep his balance. His knee goes down on the right hash mark at the 19, a gain of a yard. Didn't get the block that he needed there, and Wise only got a yard.
Yeah, the penetration came off the edge right away. Garrett had to try to avoid the tackle, just couldn't stay on his feet.
2nd and 9 from the 19-yard line. We're a minute into quarter number 2. It's a 7-6 lead for Decorah. Football towards the right or near side hash mark. The right side is LaRue. Wing back right is Severson. Tight end left is Eric Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Wise. Scurrying under center. Takes the snap off play action. Has time. Now scrambles to his right. Has nice protection. Still scrambling. Stops once. Hit in the backfield and dumped out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Bringing him to the sideline was Brock Waters. It's a loss of 6 and a 3rd and long upcoming for Decorah.
He had 2 routes going out to the far side of the field, but he was flushed out of the pocket to the near side. Tried to maybe reverse fields, but did the smart thing, just ate it that time.
And it's going to be a hold against Decorah as well. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson and Chris Wanless at Viking Stadium for the home opener. Decorah leading 7-6 on a Drake Scurrying touchdown run with 5:45 to play here in the quarter. The penalty will be declined, so it's 3rd down 15, back to the walk-on 25-yard line. Football on the right hash. 10:50 to play second quarter. It's a 7-6 lead for Decorah.
Penalty decline.
Nolan Heffern will be split to the near right side. Wing back right, Aaron Severson. Eric Severson, the tight end left. Wise and Leaps split behind Drake Scurrying. 6 on the line for walk-on, and a hard count for Drake Scurrying will draw the Indians into the neutral zone. They were bringing the house that time, and They got a little too antsy.
Showing blitz there, the Waukon Indians, but good presence of mind there from Drake to put on the hard count, the old 2 count there. Gets you back 5 yards, but nonetheless still going to be 3rd and long here.
And sometimes when you do that, you mess up your own team too. So credit the other Decorah players for being disciplined as well. 3rd down and 19, or 3rd and 9 from the 19-yard line. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, gives the leaps, runs up the middle, powers ahead, and gets wrestled down between the hash marks on the near side at the 13-yard line. Wise able to get 7 to set up a 4th down and about 3. Marshall Lyons got the stop.
Marshall Lyons really the only defender in that gap. If Leaps could have made him miss, he might still be running, but Lyons able to make the tackle. It looks like a field goal unit coming on here for Decorah.
Andy Sinkink will try a 30-yarder. The snapper will be Jacob Marlowe. Cole Steffen will be the holder. Slight angle from the right. High snap, glove well by Steffen. The kick is up, and it is good. Andy Sinkink with a 30-yard field goal, and the Vikes go up by a 10-6 margin with 10-11 to play here in quarter number 2. Let's take a timeout for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Well, a 56-yard, 16-play drive that took 5:56 off the clock results in points, and Decorah goes up by a 10-6 margin. You're seeing just that much more consistency out of the Viking offense here tonight, and that 1 week does a lot for the confidence of that offensive line, Chris.
Yeah, just getting a week under your belt, a game under your belt, and then obviously the week of practice, a week of watching film. You can definitely tell a big difference between week 1 and week 2 here tonight, Darren.
Andy Sinkink will kick off from left to right. Wind absolutely no factor tonight. Herman, the primary deep back for Waukon. Sinkink's kick is deep. Comes down to Herman. Far right side hash at the 5. Straight up the hash marks. 10, 15, 20. Hit by Aaron Severson and dragged down at the 22-yard line. Herman with a return of 17. And the worst field position start of the night for the Waukon Indians, moving right to left, trailing 10-6.
And something that doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet other than that he made the tackle, but Severson, that one, doing a good job of coming down, staying in his lane first of all, but then breaking down once he had the ball carrier in his grasp.
Hesse in the shotgun, Lyons behind him, 4 receivers. Ronan in motion right to left. Here is the give to Lyons. No, it's a swing pass left side, caught by Jacob. Ronan breaks the tackle of Colin Nimrod at the 20, breaks the tackle of Marshall Lyons at the 20, tiptoes up the sideline, and Andy Sinkink shoulder pads him to the sideline at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and the first walk-on first down since the initial series of the game.
Couple opportunities there to make a play in the backfield or limit that to a short gain, but a couple missed tackles there from the Vikings. They end up picking up the first down. 1st
and 10 at the 33-yard line, 9:55 to play second quarter, 10-6. Decorah on top. The Chris Wanless fan club has arrived in the stands. 2 receivers to the left side. Hesse in the shotgun. Lyons behind him. A wing back on the right side is Colin Stieber. Here's the give to Lyons right side. Breaks a tackle at the 35. Lunges ahead. Brought down in the center of the field by the middle of the Decorah defense. Garrett Wise brought him down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Also helping out Thomas Pekanowski.
Nice job by Wise there with the initial contact, being able to hang on. Again on that play, opportunity to bring him down for a shorter gain, but they missed it.
2nd and 4 from the 39. Here is Hesse. Gives the line, big hole left side. He gets brought down at the 44-yard line by Jacob Leaps on a solo stop. It'll be a first down, but if Leaps isn't there, Lyons could run to Cresco.
A lot of green in front of him that time, and a nice individual effort there by Jacob Leaps coming across the formation to make the stop.
1st and 10, 44-yard line. Indians trailing 10-6 with 9:20 to play here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the right side. Stieber, a wing back on the left side. Tight end on the left side is Wyatt Willie. Hesse in the gun, takes the snap, retreats in the pocket under pressure. Sacked! Jacob Leaps brings him down back at the 37-yard line. Eric Severson also there to help, a loss of 7.
Kind of an intimidating situation as a quarterback when you see pressure coming and you think you can avoid it by going the other way, and you run right into another defender.
And Jacob Leaps combine on the
2nd and 17 from the 37-yard line. Two receivers to the left side. Hesse in the gun. Lions behind him. Stieber a wing back on the left side. Split to the far right side is Hayden Hamill. Give us the Lions. Trap play right side. Runs into Garrett Wise, who stands him up and knocks him back with some help at the 41-yard line. Gain of 4. Still a 3rd and long upcoming for Waukon.
Good tough stop there by Garrett Wise, standing up Lions in the hole. And then, like you said, getting hats to the ball from his teammates. Nice overall play there from the Viking defense.
3rd and 13 from the 41-yard line for Waukon. Waukon on 3rd down conversions tonight is 0 of 2. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the near side left. Hesse by himself in the shotgun, takes the snap, rushes on, gets by 1 defender, hit and sacked. Eric Severson brings him down at the 40-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it's 4th down, punt formation time for Decorah.
And you mentioned earlier in the drive, Darren, the first down picked up for Waukon since their initial drive. But after that, this Viking defense stout again, forcing another punt.
Brennan Frick on in punt formation. Marshall Johnson and Colin Nimrod back deep for Decorah. Snap back to Frick in good shape. Moves forward, gets the kick away. Good hang time, but it's relatively short. It bounces at the 33-yard line. Takes a bit of a Decorah hop, and down it goes at the 35-yard line. So the punt at that time goes 35 yards, no return, 7:12 to play here in quarter number 2. A 10-6 lead for Decorah. Vikes get it back from the right hash mark, moving left to right.
Didn't look like there was a ton of communication there on that punt, whether it was to get away or if someone wanted to come up and catch it, but that's something the Vikes will have to do a better job with.
Zach Lee is the fullback. Andy Sinkink, the tailback in an I formation. Nimrod wing left. Tight end right is Severson. Split to the left side is LaRue. Give is to Zach Lee, who powers his way off the left side. Maybe gets to the 37. A couple of tough yards that time. He was brought down by Hayden Hamill. It's a gain of 2.
Not a lot there, but as we've seen so far here tonight, those can still be important plays in terms of setting other things up, Darren.
2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. 6:48 to play, second quarter, 10-6 Decorah. Football in the center of the field. Heffern left, wing left, Nimrod. Eric Severson, tight end right. Lee and Sinkink in an I formation behind Drake Skuring, who takes the snap. Option right side. Finds an opening to the 40. Tripped up and down he goes on the near side. Numbers at the 45-yard line. The trip up came from Travis Herman, and Skuring able to get nearly 8 yards. Call it 3rd and inches.
Yeah, definitely less than a foot for a first down here, I'd say, Darren. But a nice job there again on the option by Drake, reading the end, taking the space that he had.
3rd and less than a yard from the 44. Lee and Sinkink in I formation. Tight end right, Eric Severson. Wing left is Colin Nimrod. Split to the far left side is LaRue. Give off the left side is Sinkink. He gets to the 45-yard line, gets bent back from there. It'll depend on the spot of the football. He was knocked back by Dustin Reagan, and it's going to be a 4th down. Not much of a push off the power side that time.
No, and that's something we've seen a fair amount of tonight is that Waukon defensive front just getting a bigger push than the offensive line of Decorah has. And Vikes are going to bring on the punt unit, it looks like.
Waukon consistently putting 7 to 8 in the box, and they're shifting their fronts between 4 and 5 fronts, and that's something North Fayette did last week as well. Jacob Leaps on in punt formation. Travis Herman is the single safety back deep for the Indians. Snap back in good shape. Leaps moves forward, gets the kick away, angles it to the near side. It bounces at the 31 and will take a stop at the 28-yard line. Aaron Severson down to cover that up. So a punt of 33, no return. 5:08 to play here in quarter number 2. It's a 10-6 lead for Decorah. It's 1st down and 10 for Waukon from their own 28-yard line.
That one angled again after on the previous punt. Waukon tried the reverse. Didn't go anywhere, but Jacob Leaps seems like is making concerted effort to keep the ball away from these Waukon return men.
1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Left hash mark. Hesse in the shotgun. Lions to his right. Vikes showing blitz. Flags are down as Hesse throws over the middle, and it's dropped by Austin Hogan, who had beaten Garrett Wise on the crossing route over the middle at the 37-yard line. Flag came from the line judge. I'm going to guess this is going to be a 5-man in the backfield penalty on Waukon. Because if it was encroachment or illegal procedure, that play should have been blown dead. It's illegal formation against Waukon.
Well, the play wouldn't have counted anyway there, Darren, but Vikes caught a break with the receiver running wide open, a lot of space in front of him, but he couldn't haul it in.
5:03 to play in the quarter. 10-6 Decorah leading Waukon. 1st and 15 from the 23-yard line. Lions behind Hesse in the shotgun. Steve, a wing back left side. Snap back to Hesse. Hesse with time. Throws deep down the right side. Leaping attempt at a pick, and it's incomplete. Brett LaRue had the best chance of catching the football on the far side hash at the 50-yard line. Nearest Indian was Hayden Hamill, but it was way off target to him.
And LaRue, again, coming up around the ball in some big spots so far here tonight. Did a nice job going up, trying to get it at its highest point. Couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 15 from the 23-yard line, left hash. Lions will be the fullback, standing behind Hesse. 2 receivers to the near side left. 2 receivers to the far side right. Vikes showing blitz. They send 4. Dropping to throw is Hesse. He'll throw deep down the left side. Incomplete. 1 receiver pattern. Wyatt Willie, the intended receiver, at the 45-yard line. Heffern was there in coverage, and it's 3rd down upcoming. And I think Willie went out of bounds because the line judge dropped his hat before that play was completed.
Very good coverage there on the corner. Plus, Decorah had the safety coming over for some help, but didn't need it in the end. The pass sails wide out of bounds.
Another 3rd and long situation for the walk-on offense. 3rd and 15 from the 23 with 4:52 to play. 2nd quarter, 10-6 Decorah. 3 receivers left. Single receiver Hayden Hamill off to the right. Peyton Hesse in the shotgun. Off to his left is Marshall Lyons. Taking the snap is Hesse. He'll roll to his left side. Hesse got by 1 man. He'll throw deep down the right side. Going for Austin Hogan, who slipped and fell. And the ball lands incomplete on the far side hash mark at the 40. LaRue was the nearest man to the football, but Hogan keeps his footing and the pass a little better. That could have been dangerous for Decorah.
Yeah, and that's an extremely hard throw to make, Darren, all the way across the field, across the Hesse's body, but you're right. If the receiver keeps his feet there, Waukon picks up a 1st down, and this drive is still in business.
4th and 15 it'll be from the 23-yard line. Snap back to Frick in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. This one bounces at the 48, taken near side. Numbers at the 45 by Johnson. Runs laterally to his left and gets dragged down just inside the hash mark on the left side at the 45-yard line. So no return on a punt of 32, but still nice field position for Decorah. 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line, their own territory. 4:33 to play in the quarter. It is 10-6 Decorah, both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining.
And generally, if the ball is bouncing on the right side of the field and you've got punt return left set up, it's going to be pretty tough to make anything out of it.
1st and 10, 43. LaRue right, Nimrod wing right. Severson tight end left. Split backs with Leaps and with Wise. Scurrying under his center, Zidlicki takes the snap. Give is to Wise. Hole off the right side, and he gets dragged down by Marshall Lyons near the 50. It is a gain of 6 yards.
Nice play there again by Wise, just recognizing the seam where it developed, and obviously you have to give credit to this offensive line of Decorah for opening that gap up.
2nd and 4 from the Decorah 49 right hash mark. To the far side left, Nolan Heffern. To the near side right is Colin Nimrod. Tight end on the right side is Severson. Leaps and Wise split behind Scurrying. Under his center, Carter Zidlicki. 4-man front for Waukon. Give off the right side to Leaps. He'll lunge ahead off right guard. Moves ahead to the 47-yard line. Brought down on the play by Jamie Burns. It is 3rd and inches upcoming for Decorah.
3rd and inches again here, Darren, as we saw in the last time out. Decorah not able to convert. Hopefully they can get this one converted, keep this drive going, go down and get some points before the end of the half.
3rd down and inches. Crowd reacting to something, I'm not sure what. 3rd and inches from the 48-yard line. Split backs with Wise and Leaps. Receivers left and right. Severson, the tight end, left side of the line. Skirring just sneaks it up the middle. And he went behind the blocking of his center, Carter Zidlicki. He moved ahead and got to the 44 and a first down, and I'd imagine that would have been an audible call there, Chris.
Yeah, and, obviously people think about a quarterback sneak being a fourth down play or a goal line play. Defense is not necessarily expecting it on a third down, but if it's there, these quarterbacks are taught to take it.
Thomas Bekanowski is in at the quick tackle position. Quick guard right now is Keegan Lillefeld for Decorah. 1st and 10 from the 43. Pitch to Wise, left side, hit in the backfield, dragged down. Tim Winter missed his block, and Adam Benzing brought him down right at the 45, a loss of a yard.
Just assignment football there by Benzing. Did exactly what I imagine he's been taught to do. Come across the line, and if you find yourself in space, look for a ball carrier.
Tim Winter is on the power tackle. Chris Hartman at power guard, and Carter Zidlicki the center right now for Decorah. 2nd and 11 from the 45, 2.5 to play second quarter, a 10-6 lead for the Vikings. LaRue to the left side, wing left is Nimrod. Here is the give up the middle to Jacob Leap, squeezes through off right guard and gets covered up at the 40-yard line. Primary defender Jamie Burns. 3rd down and 6 for Decorah.
Another one of those 3 yards in a cloud of dust type plays, Darren. We haven't seen a lot on either side of the ball in terms of big runs so far here tonight.
You wouldn't expect it the way these teams tend to play. Another 5-man front for Waukon defensively. 3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line. I formation in the backfield. Nimrod a wing left, goes in motion right. Here is Skirring, gives to Wise, tries to break a tackle and cannot. Marshall Lyons with a nice open field stop right at the 40, exactly between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side, and it's 4th down.
And again, that just goes back to fundamentals. Lyons coming up, head up, drives the shoulder pads right into the ball carrier, wraps him up, drives him down. Nice play there.
This time Ronan and Herman will go back deep for Waukon. And Decorah is just going to let the clock run down as much as they can here, because Waukon is not interested in taking a timeout, which you could perhaps argue the case that they should. And I spoke too soon as Chad Bierman takes a timeout. Coming up to halftime, we'll get an update on the Decorah girls swimming team with swimming coach Kerry Jorgensen. We'll have a Viking sports report, try to get some scores as well. 1:14 to play till halftime. It is 10-6 Decorah. Indians got the first score of the game on a Peyton Hesse to Jacob Ronan 57-yard connection with 9:58 to go in the quarter. 2-point pass was no good. It's 6-0 Waukon. 2 possessions later, the Indians snapped the ball over the punter's head, or a possession later, they snapped the ball over the punter's head. Decorah took over at the Waukon 12-yard line. 3 plays later, Drake Skirring a 5-yard touchdown run. And the PAT by Andy Sinkink was good to make it 7-6. Decorah's next possession, it was a 56-yard, 16-play drive that took 5:56 off the clock. Andy Sinkink, a 30-yard field goal. And with 10-11 to play in the quarter, Decorah led 10-6, and that's where we sit right now. So, again, coming up at halftime, we'll get a girls swimming update with Kerry Jorgensen, and we'll have a Viking sports report as cross country and volleyball both got off to successful starts this week. $1:14 to play till halftime. Jacob Leaps on in punt formation. Ronan is the single safety back deep. And now LaRue will move in from a flanked position to the end of the line. Snap back to Leaps in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. This one going to sail down at the goal line and go into the end zone for the score. So,
touchback, Waukon will start from their 20.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 1:07 to play till halftime. It is a lead of 10-6 for Decorah.
Leafs tried to angle that one again to try to pin Waukon a little bit deeper, but that's something that I think is a little bit of an underrated skill and a little bit tougher than people realize is that I believe the vernacular is the coffin corner kick. Not an easy thing to do, Darren.
Using the term vernacular. And now Decorah is going to take a timeout as they were a bit disorganized there. We'll take one as well. 1:07 to play till halftime. A 10-7 lead for or a 10-6 lead for Decorah. Let's take a break for Dick Kublier and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investments. 1:07 to play till halftime. It is a 10-6 lead for Decorah. Home opener for 2014. Partly cloudy, cool night, perfect night to play football. Peyton Hesse will be in the shotgun. Marshall Lyons will stand to his left. 1st and 10, 20-yard line. Football in the center of the field. Indians right to left. 2 receivers to either side. And Benson goes in motion right to left. Drop it a throw is Hesse. He has time. Throws deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. There is a flag down. One of the linemen, Chris Miller, was at the 30-yard line when that ball was passed. That's a little beyond where he needed to be. It's an ineligible man downfield.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not something that the coaching staff is probably going to be too happy with there, Darren.
And Decorah will take the yardage in this situation. I believe they will, and Coach Post is telling him to point it backwards. Hampton Dumont leading Crestwood 21-0 at the halftime break. Southwind leading Wapsie Valley 20-7 right now. Late in the second quarter. First and 15, back to the 15-yard line. Here is the give to Lyons. Runs off the left side, looks for an opening, finds one at the hash mark. Runs to the 25-yard line, hit by Nolan Heffern, and he wrestles down Lyons at the 28. Lyons able to get 13 on the play. 48 seconds to play till halftime. Second down and 3. Which is not the big deal right now. The clock continues to run. Waukon does have 2 timeouts remaining. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Hesse in the gun, Lyons to his left. Lyons takes the handoff, runs up the middle, 35. He's to the 40, breaks a tackle in the center of the field at the 38, and finally finished off by Colin Nimrod at the 42-yard line with 25 seconds to play till halftime. Lyons able to get 14.
Couple of nice gains here. Looks like Waukon is going to take a timeout now with those 2 big plays in a row.
25 seconds to play till halftime. 10-6, Decorah with the lead. Indians looking for their first win. Decorah looking for their first win. Decorah the quarterfinalist in 3A last year. Indians the state runner-up in Class 2A a year ago. Heck of a season for Waukon, and it's just remarkable to think they've sent 4 players to Division I football off of that squad last year. Over the years, you look at Waukon football, though, at all levels of college football, they've sent a ton of kids off to some pretty good careers on the college level. You think of the Lyron kid who played for Co., Frank Weimiller who played for Co., Sean Cunningham, I believe, went up to Winona State. Yep. As well. Over the years, they haven't been able to piece it together beyond the last couple of years from a team perspective, but from an individual perspective, there's been some talented kids that have come out of Waukon.
Yeah, definitely, and like you mentioned, over the years, definitely been more than a few. I know for certain, Sean Cunningham still talked of very highly up in Winona. I believe he was an All-American up there, Darren.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, 25 seconds to play. It's the Waukon 43. Trips right, single receiver left. Hesse out of the gun, takes the snap, has all day to throw, fires over the middle. Catch is made by Hamill. He loses control of the football. It's taken by Marshall Johnson. Johnson has it at the 41 and gets wrestled down at the 37-yard line. So a turnover forced by Decorah. Hamill caught the ball, made a football move, lost it. Marshall Johnson got the recovery, and Hamill might have had that ball punched out by his defender as well, Chris.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays where the ball pops out, and for a moment you're almost expecting a whistle for somebody to blow it dead or incomplete. But ruled a fumble. Decorah takes over, probably with just 13 seconds here, content to run out the clock.
As an equipment issue with a walk-on player will cause an official's timeout here at the halftime break. And Decorah is going to just go down and take a knee. 10-6 the score here at the halftime break as scoring goes down to 1 knee. Your thoughts here, Chris, of the first half?
I think coming into a matchup with a rivalry like this, you wouldn't expect anything less. A 10-6 ball game. I think what you have to look at from Decorah's perspective is we've definitely seen that week 1 to week 2 improvement here in the first half, Darren.
Halftime here in Decorah. 10-6 lead. Decorah leading Waukon here at the halftime break. We'll be back to talk to Viking swimming coach Kerry Jorgensen after we hear from Wicks Construction and from Bruning Rock Products.
And then come out with a team that wants to spread you out a little bit, and you got to be able to run with guys. That game adjustment, going from practice and actually seeing a team that does this every day and does it very well. We just weren't quite at the speed that we needed to be, and then once we kind of settled down, we're able to get our shoulder pads in a little bit, things improved for us.
You saw some good things out of the running game. Probably want to see a bit more consistency out of the running game. Is that fair to say?
Well, I think, we need to continue to work hard, surge off the football. We're getting to some good places for blocks. We probably need to run the holes a little bit better, maybe not hitting them right exactly where we want them to. And then probably the biggest thing that's hurting us to really take our running game to the next level is they're doing a nice job with their linebackers. Their linebackers are flowing, and we have to have guys get to that second level and get those guys blocked.
Last week, your sophomore group lost to North Fayette Valley. You guys don't play till Monday night against Waukon. Having that 10-day layup between games 1 and 2, how much improvement can you do in that time?
Well, any football coach probably worth his weight is going to tell you that the biggest improvement you can have is from game 1 to game 2. And for us, we had a few more days than what we normally have in given seasons. But Coach Halwig and I aren't going to run out of things to coach. I don't think anybody on this coaching staff is going to run out of things that we can find time to coach up. It still seems like a fast time. It goes by quickly. And we're just excited to be back on the field and hopefully be able to build on what the freshmen and varsity do tonight.
All right, let's build on the scoreboard here in the second half. Coach, best of luck to you.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Jeff Friedoff talking here at the halftime break as Decorah will kick off to Waukon to start the second half, and Waukon will receive on the east and the right end of Viking Stadium as we look at the stadium. And I think this is a key defensive series. You played pretty well defensively here in the first half, and the bottom line is you just want to keep that momentum on your side defensively.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing coming out of the halftime break here with the lead. Starting this half on defense, obviously, it's not going to maybe make or break the rest of the game, but a stop here on this first possession definitely helps shift that momentum in your direction.
I look at this half of the press box right now. You got Zach Current, Gavin Nimrod, Holt Johansson, Chris Wanless.
Well, I don't know if that last one would go in the same class as those guys, but
we got some pretty good football talent up here. Didn't know we hired such great bouncers up here. Sinkink will kick off from left to right. Herman will be the primary deep back. Adam Benzing and Jacob Ronan will stand inside the 15, and Herman will stand about the 7-yard line. Here's the approach by Sinkink left to right. The kick bounces at the 20. Ronan takes it far side. Hash mark at the 15. Straight up the hash mark now towards the center of the field to the 25. He's hit and knocked back. Cole Steffen got down on special teams and knocked back Ronan from the 30-yard line. So a return of 15. Not often do you see a backup quarterback playing special teams there, Chris.
No, and a nice job there by Cole Steffen. It looked like Ronan kind of got in behind his wedge there, if you will, and was kind of probing, not really sure where he wanted to go with the football. Cole Steffen comes down, makes a nice special teams play.
Indians right to left, football in the center of the field. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Hesse out of the gun, takes the snap, throws deep right side, going for Ronan, incomplete, overshot him by 5 yards. Sinkink, nice coverage on the far right walk-on sideline, 2nd and 10.
Nice coverage, like you said, Darren, but again, there's an example of the ball kind of coming out of the hand of Hesse a little quickly, and obviously a little too much mustard on it as well.
2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. 2 receivers left side, 2 receivers right side. Peyton Hesse in the shotgun, and Marshall Lyons stands behind him. Hesse will take the snap, gives to Lyons, runs off the left side into a crowd and gets knocked down right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. The primary defender was Garrett Wise, and give credit to the defensive tackles for really undercutting the offensive line and not allowing them to get out in front and provide any interference.
Yeah, nice job there in terms of those one-on-one battles on the interior of the defensive line.
3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Indians 0 of 4 on third downs in the first half. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Ronan in motion right to left. Hesse out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back to throw. Rushes on, hit as he throws down the left side, incomplete. He went for Ronan, covered by Nimrod at the 45-yard line. Eric Severson hit him as he tossed the football that time, and Severson a little slow in getting up. 3 and out from the defense, just what the doctor ordered, Chris.
Exactly. Nice pressure there from this Decorah Decorah defensive front. You like what you're seeing there, forcing Hesse to get rid of the ball quickly again, and once again throwing it out of bounds.
Colin Nimrod, Marshall Johnson back deep to field the punt of Brennan Frick. Frick, 3 punts, 32.7 the average. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Bounces at the 42, taking out a hop is Nimrod at the 35, straight ahead to the 40, up the far side hash mark, and gets brought down. At the 47-yard line, Nimrod returned it 12. Lions down on special teams to cover the ball, 35-yard punt as well. So 11 minutes to play in quarter number 3. It's a 10-6 lead for Decorah.
A lot of times when you have to field the kick on a bounce like that, it becomes more a matter of just getting what you can, and that was a nice job by Colin there, getting up the field immediately, and decent little return there.
Vikes left to right offensively, football left hash, Heffern left. Nimrod wing left, goes in motion right, I formation in the backfield, give to Andy Sinking behind, leaps right side. He runs to the 45, runs to the 40, and brought down in the center of the field by Jacob Ronan after a gain of 13 and a first down and 10. Leaps doing a good job as a lead blocker that time.
Biggest running play of the night I think we've seen so far, Darren, and not only do you pick up the first down, you get yourself into Waukon territory.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. To the left side, Nolan Heffern, Aaron Severson, wing back left, Eric Severson, tight end right. I formation, Andy Sinking and Jacob Leaps. Drake Schuring under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, gives to Leaps left side, bounces off a couple of defenders. He'll run inside the 35 and get down to the 31-yard line. He is brought down on the play by Wyatt Willie. It's a gain of 9 yards. The physical run once again for the Vikings.
Nice job by Jacob Leaps there with the physicality, and you heard Coach Friedoff talk a little bit at halftime about those holes maybe not being right where they're supposed to be. These first 2 runs have looked pretty good for the Vikings.
2nd and 1 from the 31, 2 minutes into the second half, 10-6 Decorah. Drake Schuring under his center takes the snap, gives to Sinkink. He'll squeak through off left guard and get inside the 30. Not a lot inside, but he will get enough to get the first down, or so it appears, and they will move the sticks. Dawson Reagan from the defensive line brought him down.
Another thing to keep in mind is a stat that you mentioned in the pregame. 20 yards on 15 first down plays last week for the Vikings. On 2 first down plays on this drive, about 25 yards.
First and 10, 29-yard line, football left hash. Heffern left, wing left, Nimrod, tight end right is Severson. I with Sinkink and Leaps. Nimrod deployed in motion left to right. Here is Schuring giving up the middle to Jacob Leaps, squeezing through inside the 30 and brought down at the 26-yard line. Off the bottom of the pile comes Sean Burns for a walk-on gain of 4.
And again, you see an example of the physical running there by Decorah. These are the types of drives where you're stringing together, gains of 5-6 yards, maybe popping off a longer one every now and then. But these are the kinds of drives that wear out a defense and allow you to go down and score some points.
2nd and 6 from the 26-yard line to the near right side, Nolan Heffern. Aaron Severson, wing back right, Sinking and Leaps in an I formation. And the tight end on the left side, Eric Severson. Option right side, Schuring makes the pitch to Sinking. He's hitting the backfield and down he goes. Brought down by Travis Herman at the 26, gain of 0, 3rd and 6 upcoming. First third down attempt of the drive for Decorah.
Yeah, that's kind of been an ongoing story here tonight as well when the Vikings have tried to run to the edge. It just seems like they're maybe missing out on one block that they need out on the edge.
8.5 to play in the third, 10-6 Decorah, 3rd and 7 for the Vikings from the 26. Vikings are 4 of 10 on third downs. Heffern to the left side, wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Eric Severson, split back, Sinkink and Leaps. Here's the give on a trap play to Sinkink. Big hole left side, runs to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Andy Sinkink through a trap hole on the left side for his first score of the season. It is 16-6 Decorah with 8:18 to play in the third.
Late in the first half, we pointed out that there hadn't been a whole lot of long runs tonight on either side of the ball. Decorah with a couple of them on that drive, and Andy Sinkink gives the Vikes a 2-score lead.
And he'll try to put point number 17 on the board right now. Swinging gate from the left hash mark, moves over to the center of the field. Jacob Marlowe is the short snapper. Cole Steffen will be the holder, and Andy Sinkink will kick it up and kick it no good. as he mished it to, I guess, the left or far side. 16-6, Decorah. 8:18 to play in the third. Let's take a break for Ace Hardware. Sinkink will kick off from left to right to restart the ball game. Travis Herman back deep for Waukon. Sinkink's kick going to the near side numbers, and Herman takes it at the 9 to the middle of the field. 10, 15, 20. He's to the 25. Aaron Severson, amongst others, bring him down at around the 32-yard line. The primary defender on special teams that time for Decorah was Adam Knight. 1st and 10 for Waukon from the 31. Now trailing 16-6 with 8:11 to play in the third.
A little bit of a seam there opening up on the return, but Vikings special teams doing a nice job in recovery.
So, 1st and 10, 32-yard line, 2 receivers to either side. Here is Hesse, gives to Lyons, tries to cut it back as he started off the left side, runs into Tim Winter and gets thrown back from the 32-yard line. A gain of only actually 0 on the play. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And to reference Coach Friedoff again during the halftime interview, talked about Waukon's linebackers being able to flow freely. Decorah actually doing a nice job of that thus far here in the second half.
2nd and 10 from the 32. 2 receivers either side. Hesse in the gun. Lyons stands to his right. 4-man front for Decorah. Hesse sends Benzing in motion right to left. Hesse takes the snap, drops back to throw under pressure. Steps up in a pocket, now scrambles. He runs to the 35, breaks the tackle of Garrett Wise and gets brought down on the far side hash mark by Aaron Severson at the 40. It's a scramble for 8 yards.
Coverage there forced Hesse to run out of the pocket, and he made a nice play with his legs. If he could have beaten one more defender, he might still be running, Darren.
3rd and a yard from the 41-yard line. Hesse in the shotgun, 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Stieber, a wing back left, goes in motion right. Here's the give to Lyons behind Stieber, left side, dragged down by Tim Winter right near the line of scrimmage, and from this angle, it appears to be short. The referee, Roger Loonsman, is putting up the fist. It's a 4th down. That's Tim Winter with a nice play from the defensive end.
Yeah, just stopping the momentum, twisting the ball carrier down. Absolutely nice play by Winter on that one.
Indians keeping the offense on the field, 4th and a yard from the 41-yard line. 6:33 to play in the third. It is a 16-6 lead. Indians now going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field, 16-6 Decorah. Let's take a break for those great folks at Decorah Tire Service. 6:28 to play here in the third. It's a 16-6 lead for Decorah. It is 4th down and a good yard for Waukon. They're in their own territory at the 41-yard line, moving right to left. Waukon scored on their 3rd play from scrimmage. They have not scored since. Well, they're going to go for it. Hesse will be in the shotgun cluster of 3 receivers, flanked to the right. Willie off to the near side left. Pitch to Lyons right side, hitting the backfield, and he's going to get bent back from the 42. He may have gotten the 1st down, but it was a pretty good response up front for Decorah. Eric Severson and Aaron Severson on the stop.
Nice play there, but you can certainly understand why Waukon wanted to take a time out there and make sure they got that play right. That had the potential, if Decorah got a stop, to be a big momentum-shifting play in this ball game.
6:18 to play in the third. 16-6. Indians trail Decorah. First ball in the right hash. 1st and 10 from the 42. Hesse rolling out to his left side. Hesse throwing across his body, and he short hops Lyon incomplete at the Decorah 47 on the near side hash mark. Lyons was open, but that's putting your quarterback in a pretty tough position to make a play that time, having him roll left and throw across his body.
Yeah, and that's something we definitely saw a little bit last week in North Fayette Valley with a left-handed quarterback rolling out to the right side. And second time tonight we've seen Hesse attempt a pretty difficult throw. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Stieber, a wingback left, 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Hesse in the gun. Benzing starts in motion. They give it to Benzing on a wingback sweep to the left side. Gets a block to the numbers at the 50 and gets dragged down from behind by Garrett Wise at the Decorah 47 in front of the Viking bench. It will be a gain of 11 and a 1st down on a well-executed, well-designed play by Waukon. Yeah, nice gap formed there. A good seam for the ball carrier on this near side. Like you mentioned, a gain of 11 in Waukon after that fourth down conversion, rolling a little bit here.
Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah. Halfway point, third quarter, 16-6 Vikings. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Hesse in the gun. Lyons to his right. Herman starts in motion. Hesse takes the snap under pressure. Dump left, threw it short of Lyons. Incomplete. Lyons was covered by Leap. Hesse was put on his backside by Winter as he threw. Second and 10.
Pressure again, and we talked a little bit in the halftime break about the pressure on Hesse, the quarterback, and how that can kind of affect a quarterback throughout the entire game. That time, the pressure gets home again, and another incompletion forced by this Viking defense.
Second and 10 from the 47. Football left hash. Indians moving right to left, trailing 16-6. Two receivers left. Wing back on the left side, and Hesse in the gun. Flag down, give to Lyons, right side. Leaps brings him down in the center of the field at the 44-yard line. I think the Indians had 5 in the backfield once again that time.
Yeah, we saw that a little bit earlier in this game. Definitely something that the coaching staff is not going to be happy about, Darren.
And actually they had 2 men in motion too. Illegal motion against Waukon, so back him up 5, so it'll be 2nd and 15 back to the Indian 48. Vikes got the only score of the second half, an Andy Sinkink 26-yard touchdown run. In the first half, it was a Drake Schuring touchdown run and an Andy Sinkink field goal. Indians' lone score was the first of the game, a Hesse to Ronin connection 3 plays into the game. 16-6, Decorah on top, 5:37 to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 15 back to the Waukon 48. Football on the left or near side hash mark. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Hesse in the gun, and a new back behind him is Austin Hogan. Vikings showing blitz, they send 4. Give to Hogan, breaks the tackle up the middle across the line of scrimmage. He'll get inside the 40 and get brought down at the 43-yard line, I should say. Austin Hogan ran straight ahead and got 9 to set up a 3rd and 6.
Pretty nice play there for Waukon, getting a lot of that penalty yardage back. And then some, setting themselves up in a little bit more manageable third down, but definitely a manageable situation for this Viking defense as well.
5-minute mark, third quarter, 16-6, Decorah on top. Indians 0 of 5 on third down conversions. Here's the give to Benzing on a wingback sweep left side. Hit by Jacob Leaps and dragged down in front of the Decorah bench at the 42-yard line. Jacob Leaps with some good closing speed to run down Benzing, who had nice blocking out in front of him, and it's 4th down.
That's not the first time tonight that we've seen Leaps come from all the way across the formation to make the play. Big stop, 4th and 5 coming up here for the Viking D.
And the Indians went for it 4th and 1 at their own 40. You can bet they're going for it once again here. As they look over to the... They are signaling in their plays with a kid with green gloves, and it looks like a track scoring device on the far side. 4th and 5 from the 42-yard line. Hesse takes the snap, drops the snap, rolls to his right, fires deep down the right side, going for Herman, incomplete. The ball hung up a little bit. Colin Nimrod was able to knock it away from Herman at the 17-yard line on the far side. Numbers, a bend but don't break, if you call it that, from the Decorah defense.
And Herman was looked like running free for a little bit, but the ball did hang up just about a half second too long for Waukon. Nimrod comes in, breaks up the pass, and now the Vikings get the ball back. A chance to take some more time off the clock and hopefully add some more points.
1st and 10 from the Decorah 42, moving right to left, up 16-6. With 4:08 to play in the third quarter. Football on the right or near side hash mark. Nimrod left, Heffern right. Tight end left, Eric Severson. Sinkink and Leap. Split behind Drake Schuring, who takes the snap, who retreats. Dropping back to throw. He has plenty of time. Throws deep down the left side, going for Severson, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Severson, the intended receiver on the far side in front of the Waukon bench at the 30-yard line. Might have had his hands on the football, but Jacob Ronin with a very good play closing and disconnecting him from it.
Yeah, and that's a good job. As a defensive back, you're always taught to never give up on the play, even if the receiver does come down with the ball. That time did a great job of finishing through the player.
I like the Vikes taking a shot after the momentum turning there, Chris.
Yeah, that's something that, generally you can see about once a week, I'd say.
2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line, and Nolan Heffern moved early on the far side. And Nolan would like that one back, as there's no excuse for the X doing that.
No. The idea with what you just mentioned, Darren, going deep downfield after that play is, you just got a 4th down stop. The momentum has already shifted a little bit, but if you're able to connect on that play, it can kind of get things snowballing and going downhill for the Waukon Indians.
2nd and 15 from the 37. Heffern left. Aaron Severson wing left. Tight end right. Eric Severson. Sinking and leaps in a straight I formation. Aaron Severson in motion left to right. Give to Andy. Right side tripped up the line of scrimmage and dragged down. Right at the 39. It's a gain of 2. Solo stop to Christopher Miller. Third and long for Decorah.
3rd and long coming up, Darren, and it'll be interesting to see what the Vikes dial up here. Obviously, they tried to take that shot on 1st down. Wouldn't be too surprising to see maybe a screen or a draw on this play.
5 of 11 on 3rd down for Decorah. 3.5 to play in the 3rd. 16-6, the Vikings on top. Receivers left and right. Severson tight end left side of the line. Split backs in the backfield with Leaps and Sinking. Driving to throw a scurrying. Pumps once. Standing in the pocket. Rolls out to his right side. Got away from one man and gets brought down at the 42-yard line. Combination stop between Dawson Reagan and Brennan Frick, and a 3-and-out from the offense.
It was a 3-step drop there for Drake. They were looking to hit something quick over the middle, it looked like, but covered up by Waukon. Drake had to eat the ball. Picked up, got back to the original line of scrimmage, but nonetheless 4th down.
2:53 to play here in the 3rd. 16-6 the score. Jacob Leaps on in punt formation. 4 punts, 35-5, along a 41 here in the first half. Snap back in good shape. Leaps move forward, gets the kick away. And that was dangerously close to getting blocked. It's taken by Herman at the 22, keeps it on the reverse fake, runs to the 30, to the 35, he's to the 40, to the 50, far sideline to the 40, Leaps tries to run him down, he bounces off his tackle attempt and gets finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Dallas Mott, the man who saved the touchdown there, with help from Leaps slowing him down. It ends up being a 52-yard return from Travis Herman.
And we saw the Indians try the reverse on the punt earlier in the game. This time they go with the fake, and it ends up working out a lot better. Huge return there for Herman, setting up Waukon in great field position.
1st and 10 at the Decorah 25. This is their first play inside Decorah territory tonight. 2:23 to play in the 3rd. 16-6, Indians. Right hash moving right to left. Give is to Lyons. Big hole right side inside the 20. Loses the football, but I believe he got right back on top of it at the 16-yard line. They'll mark him closer to the 15. It appears to be a 1st down, and Lyons slow and getting up. I think what happened there is he might be cramping up, or so it appears.
Yeah, Waukon catches a little bit of a break there. Ball popped out, and like you said, he just fell right back on top of it. But, yeah, it looks like they're just trying to get that right leg stretched out.
2:15 to play in the 3rd. 16-6. Waukon trailing Decorah. Let's take a timeout for Paul Hudson, your State Farm insurance agent, and for Hacker Nelson CPAs and business consultants. Back to live action. It was Adam Benzing getting a fly sweep to the right and gaining a yard to the 14-yard line. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 14. Minute 40 to play in the 3rd. It's a 16-6 lead for Decorah Indians, trying to take advantage of their big special teams play. 2nd and 9 from the 14. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dropping a throw is Hesse. He has time. Pocket now collapses. Throws to the end zone. It's caught by Ronan for the touchdown. Hesse to Ronan for the 2nd time tonight, and it's 16-12 Decorah with a minute 26 to play in the 3rd.
Ronan just running free up the seam there. No one really covering him, and Hesse put the ball right on him. Touchdown, and back down pending this extra point, or this conversion attempt, back to a 1-score game.
Hesse with 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Ronan in motion. Hesse gives the line, runs off the right side, and he walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it's 16-14 with a minute 26 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And let's take a timeout for Winneshiek Mutual Insurance. It's a 16-14 lead now for Decorah as Waukon gets the big 52-yard punt return from Travis Herman. And a 3-play, 25-yard drive. A Peyton Hesse to Jacob Ronan connection for 12 yards and a score, and we got ourselves a ball game once again, Chris.
Yeah, and you definitely have to point to that punt return probably as the kickstarter for the touchdown drive, and then the touchdown itself came on a play where the Indians had a receiver just running free up the seam. So going to be a big drive in terms of response here for the Decorah offense.
Chris Miller will kick off for the first time from right to left tonight. He has the football teed up on the left or the near side hash mark. Back deep, Sinkink and Nimrod for Decorah. Here is the approach and the kick. It's a short kick. Nimrod comes up on it, makes the catch at the 25, and he's caught it down on one knee at that time. So first down at 10, 25-yard line from that point. Viking offense needing a response. We talked about it's kind of been a roller coaster ride, and to be fair, again at this point in the season, you got to expect this.
Yeah, and the Vikings obviously came out, made a nice stop on the first possession of the second half, got a score, but then Waukon came right back with a couple big plays of their own.
Vikes left to right, football right hash. Wise and Leaps split behind Screwing. Wing right. Split right is Heffern. Give is two Leaps off the right side. He lunges ahead, powering his way forward to the 31. Marshall Lyons brings down Leaps on the near side. Numbers at the 31.
And that's a good way to start this drive out. Again, another physical run from Jacob Leaps. And it does look like those gaps are being generated a little more efficiently in the Viking running game in the second half.
1 minute to play in the third, 16-14 Decorah. Second and 4 from the 31. Heffern right. Aaron Severson wing right. Tight end left is Eric Severson. Wise and Leap straight behind Scurring in an I formation. Scurring keeps it off the right side on the option. Runs across the 35. Wrestled to the sideline at the 36-yard line. Hayden Hamill the stop. Gain of 4. First down and 10 Decorah. Make it a gain of 5 in fact.
Little hesitation move there from Drake Scurring on the near side. About made the defender miss. Unfortunately, he was able to hang on, but main thing there as Drake held on to the football, picked up a big first down.
That's your TNT 5 basketball development skills being shown off by Drake Scurring right there. First and 10, 36-yard line, 35 seconds to play in the quarter, 16-14 Decorah. I formation, wing right, split right. Tight end left to the wide side is Severson. Give off the right side to Wise. Moves ahead across the 35. Drake down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side by Willie at the 40. It's a gain of 2.
And again there, Darren, another example of a play that has developed fairly nicely, but then there's just one unblocked man out there, and you wonder if that's a miscommunication thing or just Waukon doing something different in their scheme.
Quarter is done, 16-14 Decorah. As we go to the fourth, let's take a break for Vicks Heating and Plumbing and the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Fourth quarter upon us, 16-14 Decorah. 2 scores in the third quarter, an Andy Sinkink 26-yard touchdown run, and a Hesse to Ronan connection. Hesse to Ronan has scored twice tonight, scoring and Sinkink touchdown runs for Decorah. Sinkink also had a field goal. 2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line. Decorah moves right to left. The football is on the right or far side hash mark. Heffern to the right side. Wing back right side is Nimrod. Tight end left side Eric Severson. Split backs with Wise and Leaps. 6 on the line of scrimmage for Waukon. Scurring with a long count. Gives to Wise. Hitting the backfield. Lunges ahead to the 42-yard line. Tackle to Chris Miller. A gain of 2, 3rd and 4 upcoming. Vikes 5 of 12 on third downs, Chris.
And this is probably going to be the biggest third down play of the night so far, Darren. Once you get into the fourth quarter, these are the types of plays that you really need to make.
3rd and 3.5, call it. Football between the 42 and the 43 on the far side or right side hash mark. Heffern to the right side. Nimrod wing left. He'll go in motion right, or that's Aaron Severson, the wing back. Give on the left side to Wise. Hole and more. First down to inside the 50. Drag down on the near side hash mark at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down. Good work on the power side of the line of scrimmage that time.
Great gap opened up there on the power side, Darren, and then Wise showing no hesitation, taking the handoff, bursting through the hole, picking up the first down with ease.
11-13 to play, 16-14 Decorah. First and 10, Waukon territory, 45-yard line, left hash. Heffern to the left side, wing left is Nimrod, tight end right, Eric Severson. Leaps and Wise, split behind Skirring, who takes the snap, gives to Wise, left side, hole, and more. He runs to the 40 and dragged down. On the near side, numbers at the 33-yard line. Wyatt Willie the stop. 12 to the good and a first down for Garrett Wise.
Same thing basically that we said about the previous play, Darren. A nice hole opened up here on the near side, and then Garrett Wise again just showing no hesitation, bursting through the hole, and good surge on these last two plays by the Decorah offensive line.
That quick side right now is Tyler Dostal and Thomas Pekanowski. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Split backs, wing left. Split left, Severson the tight end right. Skirring takes on a busted play, tries to make something out of nothing as he runs the right side, and he gets brought down at the 33-yard line. Jamie Burns the tackle, credit, gain of 0.
A little bit of a miscommunication there, broken play. Drake turned to hand the ball off, and there was no one to hand it off to, so had to make a quick decision. Ate the ball, picked up about 2.
8th play of the drive that started at the Decorah 25-yard line. 10-12 to play in the ball game, 16-14 Decorah. 2nd and 9 from the 33-yard line. Heffern right, Nimrod left, tight end left, Eric Severson, split backs, Leaps and Wise. Skirring under his center, Carter Zittelke, 4-man front. Pitch goes to Leaps left side. Nice block from Garrett Wise. Leaps gets inside the 30, runs to the sideline and gets thrown out of bounds. At the 26-yard line, the tackle to Brennan Frick. It's a gain of 7.
A little bit better edge blocking that time for the Vikings. They've struggled a little bit in the edge running game so far here tonight, but Leaps picked up a few nice blocks and then also got a couple extra yards on his own effort.
9:50 to play in the ball game. 16-14 Decorah. 3rd and 3 from the Decorah 26-yard line. The Vikings 6 of 13 on third downs. Heffern to the far right or wide side. Aaron Severson wing right. Eric Severson tight end left. Split backs with Leaps and Sinking. Give to Leaps left side, eludes one defender in the backfield, lunges ahead and gets brought down on the near side, numbers at the 22. It'll be a first down. Jamie Burns to stop, gain of 4.
Big first down pickup there, not only stringing together these first down conversions, but keeping that time rolling off the clock, milking it down here in the fourth quarter.
Vikings had a 7-minute advantage in time of possession at the end of 3 quarters. 21-30 to 14-30. It wasn't that way last week. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, left hash. Heffern to the right side, wing right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson, split back Sinking and Leaps. Skirring under his center, Carter Zidlicki. 5-man front, make it a 6-man front for Waukon. Skirring keeps it on the option left side, flag down as Skirring gets brought down at the 14-yard line. Andy Sinking going to get called for a hold on Adam Benzing.
Decent gain on the keeper there by Skirring, but like you mentioned, obviously going to be wiped out with the holding call, and now a little bit of a test here for this Viking offense. Difficult anytime to overcome a holding penalty on a drive, but even more crucial here in this situation.
Bill Post gets the explanation from the line judge on the near side. So 1st and 20 back to the Decorah 32-yard line. 9:15 to play in the fourth quarter. It's a 16-14 lead for Decorah. Hasn't been overly pretty football at times tonight, but a very competitive game nonetheless. Waukon will have 4 on the line of scrimmage. Football's on the left hash. Aaron Severson right, Nolan Heffern to the left. Eric Severson, tight end right, split backs, Leaps and Sinking. The give is to Andy off the left side, breaks a tackle in the backfield, lunges ahead, gets inside the 30 to the 29, brought down on the left hash by Chris Miller.
And, kind of an interesting situation here, Darren, in terms of where the ball is spotted on the field, because depending on where you end up in these next couple plays, you're probably going to have a decision on if you want to go for it or maybe if you attempt a field goal.
8:38 to play, 16-14 Decorah, 2nd and 17 at the Decorah 29. Left hash, I formation, split to the left side, Heffern taking the snap is Skirring, draw a play, Garrett Wise breaks the tackle in the backfield, runs to the center of the field, and Adam Benzing brings him down at the 22. It's a gain of 7 to set up a 3rd down and 10.
3rd and long coming up here, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings maybe treat this as a kind of a 2-down situation, Darren.
Because frankly, a field goal doesn't get you a lot in this situation. 8 minutes to play, 16-14. Decorah leading Waukon. Heffern to the left side, wing left, Aaron Severson, tight end right, Eric Severson. Split backs with Wise and Leap, scurrying under center. Carter Zidlicki, a six-man front for Waukon. Trap play left side, Garrett Wise bounces left to the sideline, breaks a tackle at the 20, gets to the 15, and lunges to the sideline. Travis Herman knocks him out at the 14-yard line. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
There is a penalty flag at the line.
It's a 4th and 2 if it stands, and I think Decorah might have had some wing backs moving early. Illegal motion, Decorah. So that's the second penalty that just really kills the momentum right now for Decorah. 3rd and 15 from the 27-yard line. 7:43 to play, 16-14 Decorah. They have had the ball since the 1:26 mark of the third quarter. They are taking time off the clock, but now you just got to score some points.
Yeah, and you'd still expect this to probably be a 4-down situation, but now with a 3rd and long, the decision on play calling becomes a little more cloudy.
3rd and 15 from the 27. Heffern to the left side. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Eric Severson. I with Wise and Leaps. 6-man front for Waukon. Scurrying with a long count at the line. Takes, gives to Leaps. Powers his way off the left side. Lunging ahead to the 25 and gets dragged down and knocked back from there. Dustin Reagan brought him down. Gain of 2. 4th and 13 for Decorah.
Not an ideal situation, obviously, Darren, and it'll be interesting to see what the Vikes dial up here. Obviously, we saw the draw earlier in the drive that was fairly successful, but 13 yards needed here. You probably go to the air.
4th and 13, 25-yard line. Football left or near side hash mark. Heffern to the left side. Wing left is Aaron Severson. Tight end right, Eric Severson. Split backs with Wise and Leaps. Drake scurrying under center, takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, has time, steps up in the pocket, hit, and sacked. Combination sack of Jamie Burns and Michael Schutte. Back to the 28-yard line. Indians going to get the football back, trailing by 2 with 6:39 left in the ballgame.
Yeah, and the pressure there just came too quickly for Drake to really make a decision with the football. It was a 5-step drop. He was waiting for those routes to develop, and he just had no time.
1st and 10, 29-yard line. 16-14 the score. Decorah on top. 2 receivers to the left side. A wing back on the right side, that is Nicholas Beaver. Hesse in the shotgun, standing behind him is Austin Hogan. Hogan gets the call off the right side, hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near right side by Jacob Leaps, a gain of a yard.
Nice play there by the Viking defense. Obviously, gain of only a yard. Now it becomes important, though, Darren. We've seen Waukon air the ball out a couple times throughout this game. You can't be fooled by these off-tackle runs into thinking that that's what they're content to do.
3 receivers left side, Hesse in the gun. Hogan behind him. Tight end on the right side is Hamill. Here is Hesse. Takes, gives to Hogan off the left side. Tripped up near the line of scrimmage and lunges forward to the 31. Garrett Wise, the stop, help from Chris Hartman. 3rd and 8 for Decorah. Indians have yet to convert a 3rd down tonight.
Yeah, and each subsequent 3rd down from now on becomes the biggest 3rd down play of the game. So, huge situation here for the Viking defense if they can hold and get the ball back.
5:42 to play, 16-14. Decorah leading Waukon. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Hesse in the gun, Lyons to his left. Hesse takes the snap, rushes on, fires over the middle, deflected and nearly intercepted. He overshot Ronan, who was cutting over the middle at the 43. Ronan got a hand on the ball. Colin Nimrod almost got the deflection. It's 4th down.
Pressure was on there again. I believe it was Garrett Wise that came up the middle and put the pressure on Hesse again, forced him to throw that ball probably a little quicker than he wanted to.
Good call on the fire that time from Coach Struan as Marshall Johnson and Colin Nimrod will go back deep, and the Indians don't have a punter on the field. They're in a punt formation, and the Indians forced to take a timeout. 5:31 to play. It is 16-14 Decorah leading Waukon. And let's take a timeout for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. 5:31 to play in the game. It's a 16-14 lead for Decorah. A 4th and 7 coming up for Waukon. Waukon now down to 1 timeout remaining. And 5:31 on the clock. It'll be Decorah will be in a. We'll send the punt return unit on with Marshall Johnson and Colin Nimrod going back deep. And this time, Brennan Frick is actually on the field for Waukon.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, with the Indians only having one timeout, significant because assuming Decorah gets the ball back here, that really helps your chances of running the clock.
High snap to Frick. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Line drive kick coming down, and Nimrod makes the catch in the air at the 37, breaks the tackle to the 40, near side numbers to the 50, 40, he's to the 30, cuts away from one man at the 25, lowers the shoulder and gets brought down by Adam Benzing at the 17-yard line. A return of 48 yards for Colin Nimrod. They'll mark him actually at the 19, so a return of 46. A big play on the special teams for Decorah.
Huge for Colin Nimrod there to set up the Vikings in great field position. Obviously, your chances now of scoring some points greatly increased, but you have to think here, even if you don't, Darren, you've got Waukon pinned deep in their own territory.
First and 10, Waukon 19-yard line. Decorah right to left, up 16-14 with 5:16 to play. Football on the left hash. Strong side left, split backs in the backfield and split to the right side. Here is Skuring faking, finding an opening to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone for the touchdown. Skuring ran off the left side. Perhaps had an extra fake in there that wasn't designed, but Drake takes it to the house for the second time tonight, and an 8-point lead for Decorah with 5:09 to play.
Like you said, Drake may be faking one too many times on that play, but snuck through a hole, had to leap over a set of arms, I believe. Just scurries into the end zone, and big touchdown there for the Vikings.
Andy Sinkink with a big extra point here. It's an 8-point advantage. He's 1 of 2 on the extra points tonight. Snap, spot, kick, up, and good. It is officially a 2-score ball game. A Colin Nimrod punt return of 46 yards. A Drake Skuring 19-yard touchdown run. 23-14 Decorah. And let's take a break for Dick Gouvalier and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investments. Welcome back to Decorah, everybody. 5:09 to play in this one. Indians now trailing by 2 scores, 23-14. An Indian touchdown here in the second half, set up by a big punt return by Travis Herman. A Colin Nimrod punt return sets up that score for Decorah. You always talk about making those special teams special. Both teams have been able to do it tonight.
Yeah, and it's just kind of played into that kind of roller coaster effect that this game has been. One team throws a punch, the other one throws one right back, Darren.
5:09 to play. 23-14, Andy Sinkink kicking off from left to right to restart the ball game. Here's the approach and the kick. Comes down to the near side over the head of Ronan. It's taken by Herman in the corner at the 1. Runs to the 10 to the 15, cutting left to the 20. Herman cuts back to the right at the 25 and gets covered up, and a flag goes down as well at the 25-yard line. Tim Winter on special teams for Decorah. We'll see what the penalty flag is all about. It'll be a 5-yard face mask penalty on Decorah, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 30. High school football, the only level of football remaining that differentiates the 5 and the 15-yard face mask. Two receivers left. Two receivers right. Hesse won't be in the gun. Lyons to his left. 5:01 to play in the game. Waukon left to right. 1st and 10 at their own 30. Football on the right or near side. Hash mark Decorah with a 4-man front. 23-14 the score. Ronan in motion right to left. Hesse taking the snap. There's flags on the field. Hesse throws deep down the left side going for Ronan, and Ronan makes a bobbling catch at the 42-yard line in Indian territory, or in Decorah territory, against some nice defense from Colin Nimrod, but I believe the Indians had 5 in the backfield once again.
And if that's the case, Darren, that's just, that's one of those inexcusable things. That's, you work on these things, you do them a million times as far as getting lined up in the correct formation. And if that's the case, that'll be the second time tonight they've been called for that particular infraction.
It's a legal motion technically against Waukon. Line judge has been watching that like a hawk all night, and that erases a 28-yard play, and that was a heck of a grab by Ronan, and it was pretty good defense from Colin Nimrod.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you can't really fault the defender because he was in the right position. It got tipped up, and Ronan just made a nice play on the ball.
4:52 left, 23-14 the score. Decorah on top. Two receivers to the left side. Hamill tight end right. Wing back right is Beaver. And Hesse takes the snap off play action, rolling left. Hesse firing over the middle. A catch is made by Willie at the 35. Garrett Wise brings him down in the center of the field at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 yards.
And the Indians obviously going to keep going with that hurry-up offense. The clock ticking down, and because of that extra point, making it a 9-point game, every second important here for Waukon.
4:27 to play, 23-14 Decorah, 2nd and 3 from the 37. Four receivers, two to either side. In motion right to left comes Benson. Grab it to throw. Hesse rolling out to his left. He's under pressure. He throws the left side. Catch made by Lyons across the 45 and dragged to the left. Far Indian sideline by Jacob Leaps at the 47. It'll be a first down and a gain of 10 yards.
And this time the ball carrier gets out of bounds. Obviously, the clock would stop on the first down anyway, but saving yourself just that little extra bit of time by getting out of bounds on that play.
4:14 to play, 23-14 Decorah. First and 10 at the 47-yard line, left hash. Cluster of three receivers to the right, single receiver off to the left. High snap to Hesse. He'll give to Lyons. Runs the left side, brought down on the far side. Numbers at the 50 on a nice hard hit by Jacob Leaps. It's a gain of 3.
And, this is a situation for the Viking defense where it's more important than ever to just be, sound in your individual assignment.
Tim Winter, Tyler Dostal on the defensive line for Decorah, as well as Chris Hartman, as well as Carter Zidlicki right now. Aaron Severson also on the defensive line as well. 2nd and 8 from the 49. Hesse takes, swings it out right side. Catch made by Ronan at the 48 in walk-on territory. Tries to spin away from a defender and comes down to the arms of Tyler Dostal on the near side. Hash mark at the 50. No gain, 3rd and 7.
Nice play there by both Hesse and Ronan. Hesse getting the ball away right before he was about to be sacked, and then Ronan kind of twisting around, making the catch. But, obviously 4-down territory wherever they are at this point.
3rd and 7 from the 50-yard line. Two receivers left. A single receiver to the right side. Hesse takes the snap off play action, rolling to his left side. Has nice protection. Fires the left side. The catch is made by Benzing on the far side. Numbers at the 40, brought down by Nolan Heffer, and it's a gain of 10 and a first down. Good patience by Hesse. The protection allowed him the patience, and Benzing came back for the football.
Had a lot of time, and that's another kind of a long throw that Hesse's had to make tonight. We've seen him try a couple. First time we've seen him complete one, though.
First and 10 at the 42, 53 to play, 23-14. Decorah on top. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Hesse in the gun. Lyons stands behind him. 4 on the line of scrimmage defensively for Decorah. Benzing in motion left to right. Taking the snap is Hesse. He has time. Hit as he throws deep down the right side, and he well overshot Benzing, incomplete. Tyler Dostal was putting him on his backside. Nimrod was covering Benzing near the 30. Ball landed near the 25, 2nd and 10.
And it's really seemed like this pressure of Decorah has been there just about all night, Darren. It seems like it's having an effect for sure on the timing of Hesse getting the ball out of his hands.
2:35 to play in the 4th. 23-14 Decorah. 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Two receivers right, single receiver left. Hesse in the shotgun. Ronan goes in motion. The give is to Lyons off the right side. No, it's a fake, and they pitch it to Ronan left side. Ronan up the far left sideline. He gets knocked out of bounds by Nolan Heffern at the 32. It is a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 upcoming for Waukon. 2:28 left, 23-14 Decorah.
And again, for the Viking defense, being assignment sound here, doing what you're assigned to do in this position becomes the biggest thing. You don't want to be that guy that's caught out of position late in the ball game.
3rd and 3 from the 33-yard line. Ronan in motion. Hesse takes the snap off. Play action. Rolls right. Throws deep down the right side. Going for Ronan. Makes the catch at the 10 to the 5 to the end zone for the score. Ronan beat Colin Nimrod up the far side. And it's a 3-point game with 2:20 remaining.
Beautifully thrown ball there that time by Hesse. Put it right on the money. And then Ronan, a guy that we've seen make a few athletic-looking plays tonight. So, it's going to come down to probably an onside kick here, Darren. And the Vikes are just going to, have to hunker down, make a couple more plays in this ball game.
70 yards, 9 plays, taking only 2 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock. Hesse off play action, throws the right side. Ronan is wide open. No one was in the same area code as him as Ronan makes the catch, and it's 23-22 now with 2:20 to play in the game.
Not going to come much easier than that one, Darren. All he had to do
was assignment somewhere.
Get his hips turned, put the ball on the money, and now, like you said, 1-point game. Probably, actually not probably, most certainly are going to see an onside kick here. And, if you're the Vikings, this is where, in this situation, it's not necessarily about making special teams special. It's about being fundamentally sound on special teams and just making the play.
Once you get that ball, corral it. And this is one thing that will bring up the rule change. It was an experimental rule in Iowa a couple of years ago, and it's now a National Federation rule. When you line up for an onside kick, you have to have at least 4 players to one side of the kicker, as compared to maybe just lining up 10 on one side like they used to do. They've basically gone to the college and the NFL rule, and it's for safety reasons, because let's face it, the onside kick is probably as dangerous of a play as there is in football. Also, the kickering team cannot line up outside of the 35-yard line when they kick it from the 40. So that's a couple of things to keep in mind in this situation. Chris Miller will kick off from left to right. There is 4 guys to the right side and 6 guys to the left side of Miller. Miller has it teed up in the center of the field for the first time tonight. Decorah has 10 guys in between the 40 and the 50. Miller kicks left side, and it's covered up on the onside kick attempt. Getting that football for Decorah, I believe, was Aaron Severson. He got it at the 49. Now, you got to keep possession. Waukon only has 1 timeout remaining, 2:19 to play. 23-22 Decorah.
Can't overstate the importance of coming up with that ball there, Darren, and you're right. It's about holding on to the football, not putting it on the ground, and this is where Waukon only having that 1 timeout remaining really becomes important.
Vikings right to left, football on the right hash. Nimrod to the left side. To the right side is Heffern. Wise and Leap split behind Skuring. Eric Severson tight end, left side of the line. Drake Skuring with 5 on the line of scrimmage for Waukon. Pitch to Leap's left side with a room in front. He gets knocked down at the 42-yard line in Waukon territory. The tackle to Wyatt Willie. It's a gain of 8. He was brought down on the near side hash.
And Waukon apparently not interested in stopping the clock in a 2nd and short situation here, Darren.
Now, if it was 2nd and long, you could probably make the case 2nd and short with only 1 timeout remaining. You're kind of darned if you do and darned if you don't. 2nd and 1 from the 42, football left hash this time. Aaron Severson, wing back right, I formation, Wise and Leaps. Eric Severson, tight end left, split to the right side is Heffern. Give off the left side to Wise, first down and more. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side at the 36. It's a gain of 6 yards.
And with the first down pickup there, Darren, you don't want to get the cart in front of the horse, but that 1 timeout for Waukon almost becomes obsolete at this point. As long as you can hold on to the football, you should be able to run this clock out.
1:25 left in the game, 23-22 Decorah. Good to see the Indians and Vikings back on the schedule. It's been a very competitive game tonight. First and 10 from the 36, football left hash. I formation, wing right, split right, tight end left is Severson. Here's the give to Leaps running up the middle. He gets knocked back from the 35. A gain of a yard with a minute left, and now the Indians will take their final timeout.
Waukon will use their last timeout.
2nd and 9 it'll be from the 35-yard line, and now you just have to possess the football. Because really, you need to snap it twice more. Well, one thing is, it keeps your attention, keeps your focus a heck of a lot more than 42-0 and 49-0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think this is, even going back to last week, we kind of talked about how these first 2 games of the season, you can sit there and say, well, they don't really mean anything for later on in the season. You want to win during your district games, but when you play 2 quality opponents like Decorah has here in the first 2 weeks, I think that really does something for you as a ball club in terms of preparing you for that district play. And, if you can come out with 1 or 2 wins out of these first 2, that's even better.
Independence will be the opponent to start district play next week. 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff. Chris will be a little bit more well-rested next week. Iron Man of the headset, Aberdeen, South Dakota last night, Decorah, Iowa tonight. 2nd and 1 it will be, and Decorah is going to go into a victory formation here. Walk on with 11 guys in the box, and Schuring will go down to 1 knee, and we'll see how they put it in play. They can basically run out the clock now.
Which ends the play, but the clock keeps running.
So, don't forget to tune to our YouTube channel. Later on tonight, we'll have a video interview with Coach Bill Post. 3rd and 11 it'll be from the 37-yard line, 33 seconds to play.
I believe they can take this down under 25 here, Darren.
Well, the thing of it is you wouldn't set the ball till under 25 after the play anyway. Schuring will go down to 1 knee, and that'll be that. Victory number 1 of 2014 for Decorah. The Vikings have defeated the Waukon Indians in a hard-fought battle here tonight, 23-22. We'll put the cap on this one after we hear from Wicks Construction, Burning Rock Products, and Plan One Financial.